Weirdos, boils and ghouls. Beardo, yeah? That's right, boys and ghouls. We're going to visit a friend of ours at Smug Puppy. Now, I know you're thinking, ooh, they make me angry. Ooh, they're so fake, it's obvious. And, yep, they are so fake. It is obvious. However, now you may be sat there thinking, hey, Beardo, why are you looking at Smug Puppy again? He said it's for entertainment purposes only. Because he said it's for entertainment purposes only, then kind of forgot that it was for entertainment purposes only by his daughter being pulled down the stairs by a demonic entity and then showing bruises and all sorts to make people feel sorry for them. Where have we seen this before? Really Haunted and the like. The whole feel sorry for me because I am under attack by demons or ghosty woasties, ghouly woolies. It's his first video, it's a vertical video. Not a lot I can do about that. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do about it. But apparently, dragged down the stairs. And I think it's Kaylee, the daughter. Kaylee is home alone in the midst of the entity. Ambushing her, she manages to grab the GoPro and start filming. Oh no, there is a demonic entity right there. Right there. It's going to attack. 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds. Hang on. Be patient. Jesus Christ. Alright, go. Now you can attack me. When did demonic entities learn to have a specific time frame in which to attack? In which to just, you know, wait for you to grab a camera when every real paranormal investigator worth their salt, and even some of the fake ones, will tell you the ghosts don't like to be caught on camera. They will hide from you. They will not allow you to see them or certainly capture their image on camera. But this one, this demon, it let her grab her GoPro. What happens next is pure terror. This is Geek Shirt, because I know you guys like it. Who shadows that? Let's play at half speed. I may be wrong here. They could have some form of light fitting that is throwing off multiple shadows of one person. It can happen if you've got like one of those rose light fittings with 3 lights pointing elsewhere. But this shadow has clearly got an arm. This arm is held there. You see this much of a shadow. Her shadow, she actually ducks and screams while something is thrown at her. This shadow is the shadow of a... Well, it looks a little bit like a slender male. Like the guy that got choked in the chair. Just saying. Just the observation. That shadow is from where this bucket came from. Or laundry bin, whatever it is. See, the arm is still there. So that's not a ghost or an entity. That's a person that's just thrown that in front of her. She screamed. Happy days. That's fake. Okay, so we'll watch her in real time again. She walks forward. There's clearly the shadow of somebody else there because it moves. The bucket gets thrown. This thing moves from on screen right to left. So as she's looking at it, it moves to her left. But Beardo, she turns the camera. There's nobody there. Is it a jump cut? Is it clever editing? No. Watch how slow she moves that camera. Focus on there, and then stop randomly in this direction.
Oh my god.
Then a quick pan, and then pans back. This side of the table, we've seen from their own videos, because they sometimes have a camera here. Oh, it's probably that webcam that's on top of that monitor. Has captured things like the plate being smashed there. You can get a person on the other side of that table. There is a gap. So all she's done as she's panned the camera, somebody's walked around there. Now, why is there suddenly music appearing in the videos? To drown out the noises in the background of people moving? like the video where I showed that something got thrown down the kitchen at him and you could hear footsteps, etc. under the camera.
No, 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 no.
Wait. Another bang. Easily done. Really haunted style. Just overlay it. I mean, you can practice this as much as you want. You can, I mean, I overlaid somebody walking down my stairs on My House is Really Haunted. I showed how I did it. I recorded the stairs once with nothing and me reacting like something was coming down the stairs. And then refilmed it and Mrs. Geek walked down the stairs. And then I showed exactly how I did it because I showed Mrs. Geek's little tootsies coming down the stairs. The sounds are overlaid.
No, 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 please, please.
That banging is not somebody coming up the stairs. That banging is something on wood. Yet none of those doors were moving with the force of something being hit. I think they've tried to make it sound like it's somebody walking up the stairs, but it's not. It's somebody recording banging on a door to sound like footsteps. The stairs are carpeted. That sounded like barefoot on wood. And we all know they hardly ever wear shoes in their own house. I'm not saying anything negative because they don't wear shoes. Just stating the fact, none of them seem to wear shoes in the house. A lot of people don't. New carpets, new floors, what have you.
Oh, let go of me! Let go! No, 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 please, please, no! Oh, let go of me! Let go of me! Let go!
That was the slowest pulling of down the stairs I have ever seen. Now, she has all these bruises that they've since shown off, and that is apparently caused by what happened on that staircase. That was propelling yourself down the stairs. You can... It's so slow. She's obviously holding one leg out to make it look like that leg is being pulled. It's quite easy. Oh, look, my arm is being pulled. Ah, give it back. Give it back. Ow. So she's just holding that leg out dead straight, and then she's pushing herself with her other arm, camera in the other arm. Couple of little bumps. Very slow. If something pulled her down the stairs... trying to hurt her, I dare say she would have gone a lot faster than what just happened there. The crying, the screaming, the let me go, and all the rest of it wasn't the worst acting I've seen from these guys, and, you know, they have said it's for entertainment. Maybe they're getting better. Now imagine living next door to this. You're sat there, it's a Tuesday afternoon, the sun is shining, you're a bit tired, so you make yourself a cup of coffee in your favourite Batman cup. You're about to have a nice sip of your favourite coffee from your favourite Batman mug. All chilled out, relaxing, the sun is shining, the birds are singing, and then you hear...
Let go of me! Let go of me!
Yes, police please. I think my next door neighbour is being killed by somebody. No, seriously, she's screaming, let go of me. I can hear it banging like somebody's being thrown about. Lots of screaming. I think there was a bit of a laugh underneath it though from her. Yeah, that's right. The address is Smug Puppy Residence in Smug Puppy's. Yeah, that was a bit rude. They hung up on me. Now, Neil, Kaylee, before you start, I haven't said anything negative about you. I'm just commenting and debunking your footage. Don't start. And then they say, since the paranormal activity is becoming increasingly aggressive, we're going to try and take a break from it the best we can. Let's see if not focusing on the entity improves our situation. Of course, we will still upload any activity we capture. And that's the end of that. Okay, so on to Peking Shadow Creature 3. And do you know how long they left it before re-recording another demon? After saying they were going to leave it alone? 3 days. That's all they waited. 3 days. But anyway, let's take a look.
There you go. Guess what?
What?
Shadow figure's back.
Really?
Yeah. It's been there several times.
Wait for the
Why are
eyes.
you filming it?
Oh crap. I thought I turned it. Yeah. Is that on?
Oh crap. Oh crap. I thought I turned it and his hand is on the camera. He's recording by hand and then he moves it. Now, it's also worth noting, look at the bruising she's got. Now, this is from the comment sections caused by the demonic attack when she's pulled down the stairs. She went down the stairs on her ass and her left leg was pulled. Why has she got all this bruising on the front right of her knee? That is the opposite end of anything that came in contact with that floor or an apparent demon pulling her down the stairs. This is the typical really haunted and all of the others saying, feel sorry for me, I'm under attack. But it's all for entertainment. But let's see what they've got here.
I turned it. Yeah, is that on? I can, yeah, that's it.
Where,
Doorway.
this one?
No, other side, door.
That one?
No.
Right, there is a ton of artifacting around her. That would lead me to believe that maybe a mask is being used and it hasn't rendered properly. Let me go back.
It's been there several times.
No, there is literally artifacting all around her. It's the camera. So there's no clear signs of a mask being used yet, because that artifacting is all around her when she comes that far down the stairs. There would be no reason to mask anything over there when they're looking up this hallway.
Yeah, is that on? I can, yeah, that's it.
Where,
Doorway.
this one?
No, other side, door.
That one?
No, the door, bedroom door,
Oh.
with the dressing gowns behind.
Oh.
That is a hell of a lot of artifact. There's proper squared off areas and the shadows moving out of time with her. It could be a really poor sensor on the camera. Now, this camera I'm using here is a webcam. It's a Logitech C920 Pro. If I was to go stand where that Batman chair is behind me and start giving this some movement, you're going to see some awful artifacting because the sensor on this is crap, especially if I turn... I've got studio lights in here. It's bright day. I've got the windows and the curtains open a bit. If I turn my studio lights off, you'll see how bad these cameras are and you'll see artifacting. So I don't think that is anything to do with whatever is about to happen.
There's literally no space there, so...
Well, can I go there and show the camera?
No. Keys!
Oh my god!
There's a demon right there. Oh my god. In what world is that a real reaction to a shadow demonic entity with glowing red eyes peeking the door? The other reason I laughed is the shadow stutters. Something to do with the frame rate in editing. When you use masking, they're using a mask to hide part of it behind the door and they've overlaid the image. If you're an amateur editor like I am, because I've made the same mistake, you all saw the shadow that peeked in my kitchen and I run at it. You saw the same weird glitch on the wall to the right of me glitch. I left it in on purpose to show how these people are faking. That has just happened here. But the reason I laughed wasn't that. The reason I laughed was those red eyes. Do you know why I found those red eyes so funny? Because I know where they got them. Because I've tried to use them before. I'll show you. Okay, if you go into YouTube and into the browser at the top, you type in green screen glowing red eyes. The fourth or fifth option down is glowing red eyes overlay, demon eyes, red eyes, saber eyes. These are the exact same eyes, but they flipped the image. So you find this, you take it into your editing software, but it doesn't look quite right, just eyes fading out. So you loop it so they close and then they open. And then you speed the footage up, and suddenly you get a blink. These are the exact eyes they used. They've looped it, they've reversed the image, and then they've tracked it. Now, you all saw my kitchen ghost on My House is Really Haunted 2, where I peeked wearing that Batman dressing gown. I peeked out of the kitchen and peeked back in, and there's a bit of a warble on it, but I didn't have no eyes. That was an overlay. Now, what they've done is they have overlaid the same way. They have masked the door to get the thing to peek from behind it. It's quite simple, but the video editing hasn't quite worked properly, and it's an easy mistake to make. I've done it. I did it on purpose, and I left it in the video for you to see. But then what they've done is the same trick again with the red eyes. Now, I use DaVinci Resolve, and there is a tracking and masking program on there where I can literally draw a box. I want this object, for example, two glowing red eyes, to follow this item of the video. That's exactly what they've done there. It is literally two overlaid images superimposed onto the video, masked behind the door. And to people that don't know about editing, it looks rough anyway, right? There's a weird glitch when it pops out and all the rest of it. It looks fake, but you may not know how it's fake. I'm telling you how it's faked. It's overlaid. The eyes are overlaid onto the overlay. Which is how she can get up, go in that room, and there'd be nothing there, because there was nothing there in the first place.
No, I want to go.
Leave it.
I don't want it to win.
You're not going to prove anything.
You stop arguing.
Yeah! Listen to Mum.
You're not...
I'm going to get washing it. Can I just take it?
Kaylee, you know what happens? We're meant to be leaving it alone.
I know, but I want to prove that there's nothing there.
I mean, you left it all for 3 days.
Anyway, I don't care what you
Just
say.
be careful.
Right, all the time she's moving there is artifacting all around her. The shadow looks all janky and glitchy. That's just, I mean, look at the state on this when the camera moves. It's a poor quality camera. So, if your initial thought is they've masked this entire door frame out, it's not the case. It's literally just a... And I'm not taking the piss out of the camera. I'm just stating a fact. It's a lower resolution, small sensor camera like my webcam has got.
Be careful.
Nothing there.
I'll tell you what it's not, though. It's not a real GoPro. It's probably one of, what normally lives in here. It's not a GoPro, it's like a GoPro cheap clone. And I've never actually been able to use it because the quality is pretty much like that.
Just open the door and show them behind. It's just dressing gowns.
Yeah.
Now, all of this is just to take away from the fact that there's nothing. It's to make you think that they've gone in there thinking there's something there. There's nothing behind the door, and you go, oh my god, how did they do that? It was never, ever there.
Put the camera back on there, point it back. I'll just... Please.
I can laugh, she didn't hurt herself, she's landed on a very soft sofa. She walks in, almost stops, and then throws herself to the right. This is exactly what Lee did. The only difference is he was stood in front of the camera, she's holding the camera. Neil's reaction isn't, oh my god, my daughter's just been attacked. It's, okay, he's like, you've just thrown yourself. Stop it. And then he's got to try and keep the narrative.
Fuck's sake.
I fucking told you.
Language!
That's it.
Fuck's sake.
Are you alright?
Yeah. Fucking shoved me on the sofa.
Yeah, well, leave it alone. Exactly what I've said.
This demonic entity is attacking them, pulling them downstairs, etc. And in that moment where the demonic entity wants to attack her to show her who's boss, he pushed her onto the softest thing in the living room. Come on!
No, in fact, hold on one sec. Let me just show them. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That was pretty hard
I'm
push.
alright, yeah, I know.
Good land on the sofa. Show the other leg. I don't think you can see them on the camera.
Scratches.
Now, these are apparently all caused by the demonic entity pulling her down the stairs and pushing her over. This is ridiculous. This is going too far. You're injuring yourself for views. You need to stop that. You've already said this is for entertainment purposes only, and then you backtracked on that in the same breath. This is disturbing to see. You are physically harming yourself for clicks and views. Respect your bodies a bit more. Respect your health more, please. This is getting a bit much.
Yeah, I can't see on the screen.
Okay, next video. Surprise portal. Not what I expected. Is that a xenomorph and a predator? Playing chess. I like that picture. I love the Alien movies. The first two. I love the Predator movies. The first two and the last one. Alien vs Predator. Nowhere near as good as that picture. So Neil is chilling out, relaxing. I mean, he might have a TV in there. Maybe he just wants to get away from all the demonic shit that's in the living room.
So nice.
Alright in the car. Speaking of hurting yourselves for views, Jesus Christ. I only watched at the end to see if he was going to show us the contents of the bag, to see how much it hurt and what weight was in there. When something miraculously appears out of fresh air, or fresh plaster of your ceiling, you may want to look what's inside it. What if it was full of pound coins?
So nice.
I'm going to slow this down. I'm going to take the volume out. Okay, so initially, I thought there was a cut. Now, I've upped the quality of the video to 1080p. And what looked like a cut with his head dripping forward, it's not. It was just poor refresh rate. Now, even in slow motion, it's quite hard to spot what's going on here. But this bag is up here. This bag is up on this ceiling the entire time. Look at the beginning of the video. He's looking directly, he is looking directly at that bag. He's looking directly at it and smiling. Then he looks away. This bag is there the entire time. And now they're fading the mask of it out. There you go. It's still see-through there. Whilst this flash is on. This flash was meant to have hidden this bag slowly phasing in. It's supposed to appear through the ceiling, through a portal, and the flash. But it's not. It's been there the entire time. In fact, look, the top of the bag. Look at this line across the ceiling that cuts out the top of the bag. There's a mask to have hidden the bag. They bring up the opacity so the bag comes into focus. Somebody's outside that door with a wire and they just leave it go. The bag will drop. He reacts. Wire removal tools are great. If you use thin enough wire and a poor quality camera like they're using, it'll never pick the wire up anyway. For the rest of the journey, this bag is completely solid. It is really there. This is literally a flash effect in video editing software. So again, just come back a little bit more. The bag is always there. They just bring up the opacity to bring the bag into vision. They flash a bright light, the bag will drop because somebody outside has just let go of a wire. You see prankers do it all the time. This bright flash that takes over the entire screen, there's a separate flash up on the ceiling that I believe is really there with some sort of light. But then this big flash that envelops the whole room, that's an effect that's been put in their editing software. I can recreate that very, very easily. There. Now I thought somebody was going to be this side with a wire and a pulley system to have dropped it onto him. I think they're this side. Because there's a clear line flashed down this side of the wall. That's where the mask is. So you're seeing this image here. That's not what's happening in real time. There's somebody stood there with that thing. There could be somebody on a ladder just holding their arm out and then they leave it go. This has been masked in this area. In my opinion, they have masked this area here somewhere where this line appeared. I think it's there. There's a line there. There's somebody literally stood there with that thing on a wire. They've just left it go. That's all it is. A bright flash light effect in editing software, and they've masked somebody out stood there. Now, for example, this is how I get to work in a Rector 1. Not the 60 in 3.5 hours. Obviously, my big head is not sat in this ridiculous car. I've overlaid the image, and I've just changed. I've cut out the windows. So all they've done is he's laying on the bed like I'm sat here, and this area of the video. This side of the video will just be a mask. It'll be a video of nothing happening, overlaid with a straight line down it. And there are so many straight lines in this video, they can key the video frame to match up with those lines. But at one point, it slipped, and I've spotted it. You guys have seen it. So there we go. 3 videos from Smug Puppy, 3 videos debunked. I haven't called them any names. I haven't commented on the house. I haven't commented on anything personally, other than stop hurting yourselves for views. So Neil, you can't get angry with me. You can't get annoyed at me. What I have done is systematically pulled apart the content, not the people behind it. You're welcome. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Some good little debunks there. Yes, some of you are going to say, hey, come on now, Beardo. Smug Puppy's quite easy to debunk. For debunkers, he's easy to debunk. For people sat at home wondering how these things are done in better edited videos, this is the starting point. This is when you're learning. This is what I can do quite easily. And I make the same mistakes that Neil does, or Kaylee, whichever one of them is doing the editing. So in regards to other debunkers going to learn something from this, no, they're not. But as for you guys sat at home that have thought, hang on, I've fallen for stuff before, I don't know how it's done. There you go. I could recreate any of this. And my house is haunted part 3. I may even recreate some of this scene for scene. I'm not going to throw myself down the stairs. And I'm not going to throw myself at the floor and risk hurting myself for clicks and views. That's going too far. Let's, you know, let's look after our physical bodies a little bit and our own mental health, you know? Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Keep it clean. Keep it nice. Keep it friendly. Don't call them names. We don't do that. Much love to you all. Beardo out.